Hello, everybody. Look at all these beautiful faces, all these smiling winners. We are the women of WIIN, women in insurance niches. You're going to hear a lot about us. You're going to want to join us. You're going to learn about the niches in insurance that can really just explode your business. And you will have the opportunity to actually decide which of those niches you want to be in, how do you want to combine niches, and how you really want to do your business so that you are able to move in the path that you set up to be successful, be a parent, be a wife, and be a business professional. I am going to let every one of the women in insurance niches introduce themselves. And we'll start with the queen of the bundle.
Well, so thank you, Faye. Thank you for having me today. It is my absolute pleasure to be amongst all of you amazing women. And for those of you watching, the great thing is that you're coming into the business in a time where women are supporting women, and that's exciting to me. You know, I'm still one of the oldest of the group. That probably shouldn't have went in my introduction, but I will tell you this. I am queen of the bundle. I am chief executive officer of Senior Security Benefits. We are going through a rebranding phase, and now we are SSB. So you can find me either at Senior Security Benefits, you can find me under Queen of the Bundle, but my most important thing that I want to contribute into all of you is that you can do anything you want to do. But the great thing about being Queen of the Bundle is I get to talk to you about how to increase your income. And a lot of times it's so simple, it's right in front of us, and nobody's really taken the time to explain it to us or help us get further down the road. So what I would love to do is invite you all into this amazing group. The two that are leading this are great friends, but great professionals as well. I've gotten to know a lot of other women through this, so I'm so excited about you getting to join us. And so thank you for letting me have the opportunity to introduce myself. Facebook is the absolute best place to find me. That's where I talk most of the time. And so anything I can do to help any of you, please let me know. Thank you, Faye.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Galen. Ladies, each of us have our own specialties or niches that we work in. Now, some people say niches, some people say niches, some people, it's tomato or tomato, it's okay. But we're going to be working with Medicare, ACA or health insurance, life insurance, and final expense, and all those ancillary products that Galen has in the bundle. So those are the niches that we will be focusing on in this group. So everybody in this group has some experience in all of these things. Excuse me. But we're each taking different parts so that we can share that information with you as you need it and as you choose. So I'm going to take this opportunity to introduce Victoria. And Victoria, if you will please tell us about what you do, why you do it, and how you became so successful.
Yeah, so first of all, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate, being amongst all of you beautiful ladies. My name is Victoria Cabrera. I'm actually located here in San Antonio, Texas. So all my Texas girls. And I've been in the insurance industry for about 15 years. So 2005, I was always in corporate type sales positions. And it wasn't until about 2015 is when I decided to just take the leap of faith and go all in on becoming independent. It was really scary. And I was still didn't have a lot of guidance at that time as to where I wanted to land. And it just so happened I actually started out doing health insurance, but I went to this seminar back in October of 2015, and it was a Medicare seminar, and it was a Blue Cross. Oh, I can't say any names, but it was a blue name. And I just, I was like, I think this is what I want to do. And at that time, it was funny because I was actually on the verge of giving up. I almost moved back to Corpus, rented out my house, and said, you know what? I'll move back to Corpus. I'll live with my family for a little bit. I want to make this insurance thing happen. But I didn't have to do that, fortunately. I was able to hit the ground running really, really fast. I think I got my riding number with one of the major carriers on October 17th, I think it was. And I had my first annual enrollment in Medicare. And the important thing is that I tried not to get that shiny object syndrome, like life and this and that. And you can make all this money and all these different things, but I decided to just focus and go all in on Medicare. And that's what I did. And, we're here 2021. I was able to go from, literally almost negative in the bank account, single at the time, didn't have anybody helping me, didn't have anybody I knew in insurance other than, going to these seminars and finding an upline that was able to kind of guide me in that direction. And I just, I did whatever it took. I was driving 4 hours sometimes to an appointment, hoping it was a new to Medicare, and so I think with the Medicare, once, after a couple of years, I said, wow, you mean I can wake up and have a renewal income and not have to now worry about my bills, my mortgage, my car payment, and other things that we all have to take care of as a head of the household. And I just never looked back. I was able to hit the ground running really fast. And if I can give any advice here, I would say, just try not to be so perfect. Do whatever it takes. Do what you have to do to really just make it work, and don't try to perfect everything. Don't get that paralysis, or was it paralysis by analysis, right? I tell my agents, don't go into this training mode where you stay stuck in training mode. You got to get out there and sell. And so within a short period of time, I was able to bring on a pretty solid team of agents where I kind of now mentored them, as to what I did, and take some of those things that helped me in the process, and telling them, look, if I can go from 0 to 6 figures renewal income with no advice, prior to in Medicare, just taking the training and following the steps that were provided to me, then you can do it. And so I probably should talk to the queen of the bundle after this, but like I said, I've been so laser focused on just getting the foundation of my business, which is the Medicare space insurance agency. And the reason I named it the Medicare space is because I have a big vision of really in the future is trying to reach as many people as I can, not only customers, but in the future agents as well. And that's kind of where I went the Medicare space angle. And that's what I do.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Victoria. That's quite a story. But the end results is what you have really, really proven. And I am so thankful and gracious that you are willing to share the things that you've gone through with other women so that they don't have to make the same mistakes and the road can be a little bit smoother for them coming on board. Thank you again.
Thank
So
you.
now I'm going to move to my dearest friend that I've just recently met, but love her to death, and that's Myra. Myra, will you tell us about yourself and your business, please?
Yes, thank you so much, Faye, for this opportunity to be able to talk to all of these fabulous women that are going to come on board and hear our stories and learn from all of us so that we can all win together. Like you said, we're all winners. And my background, of course, I have been in the insurance industry, gosh, I think I got my license in 2004. So that's it's been a long time, and I've done a roller coaster of ups and downs. And somehow, somewhere, we found our niche in 2013 with ACA rolled around. Um, we were kind of just, barely hanging on, me and my husband. We weren't sure what to do next, kind of thing, and we needed, something to do. And we took ACA. We learned everything we could possibly learn about ACA. I read everything I could find about ACA, and we started putting presentations together, seminars together, and just getting other agents um, to teach other agents to know how to do this. Because back then, it seemed like nobody had a clue of what ACA meant, what we needed to do, how to do it, all terminology was completely foreign to everybody. So we decided to go ahead and put everything together. And I guess by our blessings, we were able to help many agents. We obviously were able to help ourselves to do this as well. And we ended up that first ACA season, which seems like an eternity. I think it ended like in May or something of 2014. And somehow we were able to pull, I don't even remember how many members back then, but it was quite a few. We probably had a six-figure income that first annual enrollment period. We hustled and nobody knew what the heck they were doing, so everybody was coming to us. And then over the years, we just continued to build upon that and build and build and build upon that. And to this day, I don't have an actual count of how many agents we have. That's probably one of my main things that I'm working on, is to get all of our information together. And hopefully with the help of many of you ladies here, I'm able to put that together. I guess it's just a factor of growing very quickly at a very fast pace. And at the same time, realizing that we work maybe 3 months out of the year, and we push hard October, November, December, or in the earlier months, we pushed all the way till January. I remember working on Valentine's Day, so I didn't have a Valentine's Day because I was working, and just pushing and sacrificing. And then I had two kids during that time period, 2014 and 2016, and smack in the middle of AEP. I had one in October, one in November. So um, it was a very short-lived, I guess, maternity leave, if you want to call it that. Constantly on the phone, answering questions, um, and doing whatever needed to be done to make sure that other agents succeeded. It wasn't so much of me succeeding, but making sure that other agents succeeded and had the tools and the education that they needed to help their clients. So that's where we are today. A major niche is still ACA, even though we do other lines as well. But our major niche is ACA. And of course, who hasn't heard the news? February 15th is around the corner, and we're going to do this again for the next 90 days. So whatever we made in the past 45 days, I'm looking to double that in the next 90 days. So it's a hell of a ride. ACA, there is money in ACA, there is money in health insurance. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Myra. Thank you so, so much. So as everyone can tell, if you're listening very closely, Galen is Queen of the Bundle, so those are your ancillary products. Victoria is Medicare, that's her niche. And Myra is ACA or health insurance. So now I'm going to bring up the Queen of Final Expense. Anna, you're up next, dear.
Hello, Faye. Hello, everyone. It's so nice to see you all. Thank you, Faye, for this amazing opportunity to share our experiences. And especially for those women that in the future are going to see this and they feel like they want to give up because they're failing or something. Like I have something like I like that I saw in a movie, and it's failing forward. If you're failing to learn and do better, is failing forward. Don't feel afraid to fail forward. It's okay. I mean, I haven't met the first professional, regardless the industry, that have been in the field and is perfect the first day. Every single one of us have failed, have had low days, but if you are determined and you're persistent, you're going to get it. Um, Listen to the stories and taking mine personal too. Everything will fit, but what you need to have is a vision. If you have a vision and you put determination, discipline, and persistence to that vision, it's going to come true. A lot of people worry about the how, and like you should not worry about the how. You should worry about to get the knowledge, acquire the knowledge, and be able to fail, because that is the only way you're going to learn. So find a good mentor, find get yourself find resources, and if you want to reach that top level, reach in the high and vertical, not horizontal, and look for those amazing examples, like for example Galen, Mara, Victoria, and I think you're Rebecca. There you go. So it's really good to see like amazing people, humble people, and I think all of us are willing to share any piece of knowledge. A lot of people think like final expenses and whole life and life insurance is like the terrific. Oh my God, no, it's so scared. It's not renewals. Of course, with Medicare, we made good money, but with life insurance, you make good money too, as far as you build a good practice and you do the right things with your clients. So your clients are going to keep with you. I'm doing this for over 7 years, in finances for over 20. I am from Colombia, South America. When I came to this country, I barely speak English. And yes, I have a financial background and I have my degrees. But once you come to this country, it's a little bit different. And the first industry who opened the door was insurance. No clue about the insurance, so I just jumped right there. Passed my exam in the seventh attempt. I'm not a quitter. I fell forward, and and start my career. Jump from one way to another, acquiring as much knowledge as I could. Um, and like when didn't feel that was my like didn't feed on my vision, then I just changed. So I keep going. In May 2019, I decided to establish Life Bridge Group Incorporated. We are an agency and we try to utilize all the fronts from the industry. And again, is surround from surround yourself with good people, with experts, with people that share your vision, people that share your work ethic and your morals. To me, that's important too. Um, don't quit. The race doesn't end at the end. The race ends if you quit, when you quit. So acquire knowledge. Life insurance is a different monster, but it's not as scary as everybody think. Is really good things. I have over 100 agents nationwide, and we keep growing, and we keep establishing a good culture. Now that is another thing. If you don't find the right culture, then build yourself your culture and share that one. So thank you so much for the space. So blessed and honored to share this space with all of you. I have seen a couple of you on Facebook and doing your superstar thing. I'm like, oh, I want to be like her. So someday, close. But no, thank you. And for those who are listening and seeing us, really, really, really don't be afraid. Align your vision with determination and discipline, and you will get it done. Thank you all.
Thank you, Anna. So honest message about failing forward is definitely what Rebecca and I want to encourage all of you women to do. And that's why we have assembled all of these fabulous women who each have knowledge that, you know, if we put it all together, we're talking hundreds of years of experience and knowledge and growth and struggles and rising and winning together. But we are all here. That's why we're here, to give you what you need in whichever niche you decide that you want to work. So each of us are here. Rebecca and I are here, and we're going to tell you a little bit about ourselves. But let me just, if you don't mind, Rebecca, I'm going to just say that we were both thinking of doing something for women. And I think, you know, sometimes it takes two heads. What do they say? Two heads are better than one. So I reached out to Rebecca because we think alike. And I think we kind of realized that when we first met. And that was when Rebecca was a guest on my podcast. And that particular podcast had the highest number of listeners for a long, long time. And it still may be the highest. So knowing that Rebecca knew what she was talking about and people wanted to hear what she said, I reached out to Rebecca and I said, hey, we need to do something for these women because there are so many women. I've been in the business for over 20 years, but most of my business has been in corporate America. When I left corporate America, I knew that I needed to be independent. I knew already because in corporate America, I managed independent agents and I managed captive agents, and I could see where the earnings potential is. It's an independent, but you got to work for it. So I said, we have to do something. And I was thinking of doing a weekend retreat with maybe 10 to 12 women coming to Florida, to sunny Florida for a weekend and spending a weekend. And we could have all of these top women in that you're seeing here. And each of them would just empty themselves to this little small group. Well, the pandemic kind of put a hold on that. So we couldn't rent this 10-bedroom house that we were going to do and all be in this house and enjoy the weekend. Then Rebecca was thinking of doing a much, much larger event where there would be hundreds of women who could attend. Again, you know, with the pandemic, with travel restrictions, with our families not wanting us to travel a lot and be among a large group of people like that, what could we do? So we came up with a different idea that we both think works well. Number one, it does not mean that we're going to be with you one time. It means that we're going to be with you every week. So instead of just one thing where we empty out everything and expect you to leave there and be a success, we're going to be with you. So I am definitely excited about this group, Club WIIN, and thank you all for inviting all of your friends and all of the women that you know in the industry. Galen, I'm sorry you have to leave us. Galen is such a busy person. She has to leave us for another appointment. Thank you again for coming on. We will talk to you soon. But we want to encourage you to invite your friends and associates in the business. Now I'll let Rebecca tell you about what she's up, what she has up her sleeve.
Well, good afternoon, ladies of WIIN. If you don't know me, my name's Rebecca Davis, and I am the Medicare Wonder Woman because I take the wonder out of Medicare. But funny story, I actually didn't get my start in Medicare. I actually started with State Farm as a captive agent for a few years before I finally decided to go out on my own. And I initially tackled the ACA market as well, Myra. And the ACA is what actually built my initial business while I learned Medicare to build that residual income on the back end. And what a pairing it has been. My gosh, what a pairing. What a blessed life. I mean, if you're not in this business, you're missing out. You truly are. And it doesn't matter whether you're in the life insurance side or the Medicare, the ACA, or ancillaries. If you do it right and take care of your people, you will be blessed. I surely promise you. Now, my heart is about to explode. I've almost cried like 3 times watching y'all speak. This has been a long time mission of mine to get women together and support each other. And it's so wonderful to see it happening. It's so wonderful to see women like y'all and Galen and Faye willing to take the time and help women come along. I have personally seen some women on my team that struggle not only with building a business, but with the household and the husbands of the world and the children. And it's hard for them. It's not as easy for us as it is for our counterparts. And nothing against the males of the world. We need them. But it's a totally different ride for us. And we need people that can share our experiences and learn it the way we need to learn it, because what we do at the end of the day is so different than what they do. I mean, they're very put it in a box over here and then they go home. It's different, you know. We are 24/7 family, work, business, husbands, children, wives. It's just nonstop. And my head hurts every day at 3 a.m. My head hurts because it won't shut off. Because I want to do so much and there's only so much time in the day. And it is such a blessing to be able to have other women want to contribute and help make this dream a reality. So I feel completely blessed to have all you here. And I can't wait to watch the Women of WIIN explode. Our official launch date on the website has been taken back just a bit, been having some technical difficulties, but it will launch in the next week or two. I think Faye has the official date now. She'll let y'all know. But I mean, what a start. It's February 1st. We're here together and we're going to tell the women of the world that we're here for them too. Thank you all for being here.
Oh, thank you, Rebecca. Thank you. You got us all teared up. So don't feel like you're the only one tearing. Listen, I am just so overjoyed that all of you women are here to help other women straighten their crowns. It is important, and the good thing about it is each of us who are here and who are committed to helping, we all understand each other. I said the other day, I said something to Galen and she goes, "You hit it right on the head." And it was, I said to her, you know, if I say something to my husband, he listens and he says he understands, but he doesn't really understand because he's not a woman. He understands it his way, not from the way that I'm mentioning, whatever the situation is. This is the great thing that will be about women in insurance niches. We will be winning and helping each other to win because we understand what it is. We will be helping with developing businesses, creating businesses, not just making money, but helping each other. This is why we're here. And thank you all so very, very much for being here. Our official date for our very first, we're going to do what's called Winning Wednesdays. So Wednesdays will always be our training dates. So our membership will include weekly trainings where either Rebecca will be training or I will be training or one of you ladies will be training as a guest trainer for whatever niche we're covering And we will have other guest speakers who will be coming in weekly, and it will be on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So we can adjust our calendars to that on Wednesday. And the first one will be Wednesday, February 20th. And from then on, we will be on. But if you're not able to be here, is Rebecca's shaking her head? That's not the 20th. No,
So
it's, what date is it?
the 17th,
The 17th?
right?
Oh, okay.
The 20th is a Saturday.
Oh,
Yeah, it's 17th.
sorry. 17th, February 17th will be the first one. But you will be receiving notices. We will start to build email list so that we can stay in touch with the women who are interested in being a part. Along with that, the each session will be recorded, so it will be available to all of the members at any time. If there's something they need to go back, you will have workbooks, you'll have tools, you'll have resources, you'll have things that you can use to actually make your business run efficiently. And maybe because we have February 15th coming up, I don't know, I'll have to work with the ACA people. We may have to do something ACA really, really quickly. You up for it, Myra?
No problem. I'm gonna be training all week long, so I'll be more than prepared for the 15th.
Okay, thank you so much. And then of course, Rebecca, who built her business from ACA, is going to be there to guide us along. And I think because that will be probably in the forefront of a lot of people's minds to get their business started. But we want to develop the woman, the whole self, the mind, body, and spirit all together, not just say, here, go watch this video, here, go, go sit down and watch this video, take notes and go do it, get out. No, we're here to listen, we're here to help, and we're here to learn as well. Would anyone else like to have anything else to add to this session today?
I didn't think
Hello, my
Rebecca was
name
going
is Jacqueline Fulton. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Please forgive me. I'm not feeling well. I just happened to stumble on the webinar through Amanda, and this is really wonderful. I'm new to the industry, about 2 years. Haven't made a lot of success, but I just happened to stumble on you guys. But I'm feeling horrible, fighting a very bad cold. But I wanted to get on anyhow. So I'm Jackie Fulton. I'm from Philadelphia, and I want to get better at what I do. Like the person that said, "Don't try to be perfect." That's me trying to be perfect and know everything. I am understanding it better, but I still struggle with conversations and how to pivot. So that's where I need help at.
Oh, Anna was the person who mentioned, don't, because if you wait until you're 100% perfect, you're going to be in your house all the time. You're never going to get out the door. You're never going to get on the phone. So don't wait until you're perfect. Jackie, if you would do me a big favor, please, in the chat box, if you
Okay.
would put your contact information,
Okay.
so that way we can stay in touch with you, and you will get the information about WIIN, Club WIIN. We want you to be a part of our sorority, and we want to help you in every area where you feel you need some help.
Is it a cost?
There is a membership fee. I don't think that we've gotten to that point yet, but there is a
Okay.
membership, but let me tell you, it's affordable. It's less than $20 a month. Anybody else have anything else?
I didn't think Rebecca was going to make me cry. I'm not an easy crier. I want to thank you guys. You know, and I won't take too much of your time, but I did feel like there is a gap with women just kind of, you know, not having that camaraderie like you normally see with, you know, the men. Or there's it's kind of like taking the emotion out of it, you know, and I don't know where that comes from, but you guys putting this together, I think it'll allow more women to see, hey, like we all want to lift each other up. There's enough abundance everywhere. So there's no need to pull each other down. And, you know, just helping each other without expectations, and giving that, like you said, Faye, it's not just about the business part, it's about the mental, the spiritual, the confidence. And that's a big one, is building that confidence to get out there and do the right thing for other people too. So I want to thank you guys for having me, and learning about these other wonderful women here that are helping, want to help other women too. So that's awesome.
Thank you. Now, before I go away, there is one other person who has said that she will definitely share. And when I first met Amanda Bruton, I learned that she came from corporate as I did. So we have that much in common. We worked in corporate America and maybe know some of this. I won't say we know everything, never say that, but maybe know some of the things that goes on and some of the rationale with some of the corporate thinking. So Amanda Bruton is on a well-deserved vacation, so she could not join us today, but she will be here as well. And she has actually worked with some of the larger companies. In fact, one of the ones that I've worked for, and she has put together a lot of programs for them in the sales area. So her expertise and what she brings to the table will be equally, if not more important to certain people. So what we're looking for is a place for everybody to find the answer that they need. And we're all here, as I said, to straighten each other's crown. Put your crowns on, ladies. Wear them well. And we will see you on the 17th. Thank you so much. And thank you, Jackie, for joining us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Y'all have a blessed one.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
for putting this together.
Thank you, ladies, for coming. It means the world to me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies. This is awesome. I can't wait.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.